Dear colleagues, this is phacoemulsification of a very hard cataract having grade 4 nuclear sclerosis. Let us see the surgical steps. The main incision has been done. This is a paracentesis incision on the left side of the main incision. Now, in this case, I'm going to stain the capsule with trypan blue dye underneath this air bubble. This is the air bubble, and this is trypan blue dye 0.06%. Now I wash the dye out of the anterior chamber. That's it. Now viscoelastic substance is being injected into the anterior chamber. This is HPMC. And now one more paracentesis incision is being done on the right side of the main incision. That's it. All the incisions are made. Now the anterior capsule is incised with this instrument. This is a 26 gauge bent needle cystitum. Now I hold this capsular tag with a utrata forceps. I want to do a very large rhexis. So I go very near this margin of this dilated pupil, all around, go very gradually so that it doesn't go into the periphery, and thus I have been able to do a very large rhexis, almost 6.25 millimeter. And now I am going to do hydrodissection. Hydrodissection is being done very gently. The nucleus is being tapped so that the fluid that is behind comes around the equator anteriorly. Viscoelastic substance is injected again, and now is the time to enter into the eye. With the phaco handpiece, I am going to use Oatley Cataract 3 phaco machine in this case. Now I am going to try direct chop in this case. Usually in hard cataracts, I make a crater at the center, but in this case I am going to try direct chop at 90% vacuum. So I am going deep into the nuclear mass, going anteriorly, and here it is, a chop. And I find that I've been able to make a crack, but the posterior plate is quite leathery. This is the hard core of the nucleus. Yes, I have been able to make almost 2 halves, and here I start emulsifying the fragments. Phaco power is 85%, flow rate is 45 ml per minute, and vacuum is 450 millimeter of mercury. That's it. This is the last nuclear fragment. I attack from the apex. Though in this case the fragments are not very long, and still it's a good practice to attack from the apex. I've come out, removed the chopper, and doing on-handed phaco. A nuclear piece has gone. Yes, it has now come, and that's it. Now I inject some viscoelastic substance, HPMC. And now I take a Simcoe cannula. It's very easy to remove cortical matter with Simcoe cannula. It is very fast. By the time my assistant gets ready with bimanual IA, most of the cortical matter is removed. That's it. The cortical matter is removed. Some cells are there sticking to the posterior capsule. I'll polish it when going behind the IOL later on. Here is the intraocular lens. In this case, I have selected Technis 1. This is a hydrophobic single piece aspheric intraocular lens from Abbott. Both the haptics have gone into the capsular bag. The pupil has become a little smaller than it was in the beginning. Now I am irrigating with Simcoe in front of the lens and behind the lens. Now I take this irrigating probe or bimanual IA and irrigate the viscoelastic substance again. So by irrigation I remove lot of viscoelastic substance. I'm going behind the IOL and polishing the posterior capsule now. That's it. Now I use both irrigation and aspiration together. Thus I do a very thorough cleaning of the viscoelastic substance. So in hard cataracts we can do direct chop if it is up to grade 4 nuclear sclerosis. You can chop grade 5 also, but I usually make a crater, debulk the nucleus and then chop if the nuclear sclerosis is grade 5 and above. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Thank you very much for watching. This is how I form the antechamber and conclude the case.